I have a theory, right? Y'all notice the way like everyone is tall in the States, bro? The niggas that ate the school lunch are the niggas that got tall as shit, bro. Because think about it. Everyone who's short packed at home lunch, bro. Nigga, I'm 6'3". I was crushing them spicy chicken sandwiches, bro. Damn, this is true. Exactly. Jade is like 5'7", right? My nigga Jade always had at home lunch. I mean, his parents are Asian too. But like, if Jade had at school lunch, this nigga might be taller, bro. It's the growth hormone in the school lunch. I've been saying this shit for years. No one has ever debunked me. I've never ran into a nigga that's tall that only ate at home lunch. They started putting chemicals in the school lunch after 9/11. That's why everyone before us was weak and short. Yo! How Japan escaped obesity while America got fat. If y'all don't know, America is like disproportionately fat compared to the rest of the world. We have a crazy amount of fat niggas here, bro. I don't know why we have so many fat niggas, so this video is probably gonna be educational, but we're gonna find out.
15 years ago, I moved from Texas to Japan.
I wonder if it's people eating more food or the food just has too much calories. I think it's a little bit of both. I figured this shit out when I went to Kenya. Serving sizes in the US compared to everywhere else are way larger. The US actually used to have a supersizing issue. Back in the day, you used to be able to supersize meals, bro. You could actually get like an insane amount of food for like cheap. I think it also is calories as well. There's a lot of restaurants that can't open up outside of the US that are in the US because of the materials and the ingredients that you use.
15 years ago, I moved from Texas to Japan. I quickly had this weird feeling that something was off about the people here. I couldn't quite put my finger on it at first.
They're all skinny.
The more I looked around, eventually I realized what it was. Nobody's fat.
There ain't no EDPs, bro. There ain't no big chunguses walking around casually. Hey, nothing against my fat niggas, bro. Hey, fat niggas are fire, bro. Fat niggas be funny as shit too. Hey, comedy would be completely different if fat niggas weren't involved. Yes,
Since 1960, the obesity rate in America has skyrocketed.
There's hella EDPs in Japan.
1960, the obesity rate in America has skyrocketed from 12% to over 40%.
Damn, really? Do y'all know a lot of fat people? I don't, not gonna lie. I don't either. I don't know many fat people. I know like 3, but they're not even that big. Bro, like exactly.
Today, that means America's obesity rate is almost 10 times Japan's obesity rate of just 4.5%.
So the average American would be considered fat in Japan. You're like even American medium level fat, you are completely fat here.
I didn't realize it because I was fitting in like Australian people, but then when I came back to Japan, I noticed that I was fat.
She's fat? She's fat, yo? I mean, I guess the standards are like different. That's not fat. I mean, you're not like ripped or anything, but like I need her.
That I was fat.
It's way easier to lose weight in Japan than in the States.
But why?
Dude, yes,
What's
that's
Japan's
true. Even in Kenya as well, I've even noticed it. My mom loses weight when she's back in Kenya. You lose weight when you're outside of the US, bro. It's actually crazy. If you want to get skinny, just leave the States, bro. And if you're outside of the States and you're fat, you might have to, don't come here, bro. I'm gonna be honest, don't come here if you're fat outside of the States, bro. It's only gonna get worse. An XL in America is a 3L in Japan. Like a 5'5" skinny girl with like boobs that weigh 20 pounds each would be seen as obese. Even if it's all like chest.
There's a million things it could be. Maybe it's green tea.
Or maybe it's lower smoking rates in Japan.
Actually, no. Smoking rates are higher in Japan. 25% of Japanese men smoke, but only 13% of Americans do.
No, they need to smoke though. They need to smoke. I don't blame Japanese people for smoking at all. Y'all seen the work week, bro? The Japanese work week is 80 hours, bro. I heard on average, Japanese people be working like 80 hours a week. There's actually been some cool research around this as well. There's actually a guy who recently did a runway style photo shoot where he was photographing office workers in Japan. And where it looked like they were doing cool poses, it was actually them just being passed out because of the work week and the work style that is in Japan. They just work way more than us. Mappa workers work 80 hours, probably even more. I'm pretty sure Mappa workers get paid per frame. I don't know if it's per frame. Or no, I don't know if it's per frame. They work a lot though. They work a lot. It's actually one of the reasons why Japan has one of the highest suicide rates as well. Their suicide rate is incredibly high just because of societal standards and just like a bunch of other stuff. But it's like, it's crazy. The benefits that they have over there, they also have downsides that we don't, but then we also have crazy downsides that they don't have. A 60-hour work week is not uncommon, and a significant portion of the workforce, primarily men, experience this or even longer hours. While the standard work week is typically 40 hours, especially overtime, people are often expected and sometimes even contracted. This cultural norm contributes to issues like karoshi, death from work. Niggas in Japan literally die from working, bro. It's actually crazy. It's like, huh?
Maybe more people go to the gym here. Actually, no.
Only 3.3% of people have a gym membership here, while 21% of Americans do. Maybe it's because everyone eats fermented soybeans for breakfast.
Actually, it's way simpler than that. The whole food environment is just different in certain key ways.
It's more
In
natural.
Japan, you actually cannot make excuse to gain weight.
Right.
But maybe in the States, maybe it's not the case because
Yeah.
you're surrounded, by lots of,
Fast food.
trust.
You know why niggas get fat from fast food too? It's not even the raw ingredients that they're using for the food. It's the fucking oil. It's so dense in calories. That's why you feel terrible after eating fast food. It's the grease, bro. I remember when I was trying to bulk, one of my cheat codes for getting my calories was actually just adding like tablespoons of olive oil to shit. I'm at dead ass. Japanese people also work because everyone is old. Yeah, people aren't having kids as well. But that's something that can be solved by the government. The government can solve people by if you actually offer incentives or make it beneficial for people to have kids, people will have kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to school in Sweden. If you look at Sweden, they pay students to go to school. You get paid to go to college in Sweden. Despite the college crisis that we're having in the States, where college is only getting more expensive per year. It's like you have the opposite issue. Japanese men also have low fertility on average due to mass porn intake. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The Japanese be cooking on their gooner material, bro. Y'all know about doujinshi? That's elite gooner ball knowledge, bro. Some of this shit be crazy, but like they be cooking a lot of the time, bro. They actually would rather goon than have sex. It be like that though. Gooning be like better than sex sometimes, bro. If you know how to goon, like if you really got the strats, you can have your fun, bro. There's nothing like having a 2-hour goon sesh. You finish, you're covered in sweat, then you pass out phone and meat in hand, bro. You knock out for like 9 hours. You wake up feeling the best you felt all week. That should be fucking amazing, bro.
When I came to Japan all those years ago, I basically just ate whatever looked good, and I was losing weight.
Yeah, that's what happens. Something else that's an impact on that too is how much you're walking. US infrastructure is not walkable. I can't walk to work. I work 20 minutes away. That's why you lose a lot of weight when you go to Europe or something. Because people didn't have cars for the greater part of the last millennia. You know what I'm saying?
McGriddle. Dude, sweet. What the f?
I fuck with the McGriddle, bro.
Japan also has over 4,000 rice bowl establishments.
Wow. Okay. Hold on, I fuck with rice. That's fire. You hating on the McGriddle? No, I like the McGriddle. That's one of my favorite breakfast options. It's just, I feel like eating a McGriddle is like smoking a cigarette. You got a sweet tooth, gang? I do got a sweet tooth, yeah.
At places like Yoshinoya, for just $4, you can get what is actually a quite traditional Japanese breakfast.
Oh, that looks fire. Ooh. $4? I can't wait for the day we all get to go to Japan, bro. I'm an IRL vlog the entire thing. Raw
Fermented
egg?
soy.
I'm not gonna, yeah, raw egg is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Beans, roasted fish, and miso soup.
But let's say you don't have much time, and so you just want to grab something quick and go.
The answer? Convenience stores.
The ooh, yeah.
Wow, this is so busy.
Do I come to Japan just for the 7-Eleven?
Yeah. Damn! Who is this guy? This nigga is juiced. All of them are juiced. I have not seen niggas this big in forever. Damn, y'all think he's handsome under there?
More and more people are posting online about how in love they are with Japanese konbinis, convenience stores, and for good reason. They actually have a huge selection of pretty decent food.
Oh my god, this shit looks so fire.
Convenience
my
stores,
God.
and selection of pretty decent food.
So here's what you can get for about $9 USD.
Fish simmered in miso, ramen-style eggs, a rice ball,
All
roasted
of
chicken,
that?
a salad, and a green tea. And they have many other things.
It's like pre-inflation prices. Y'all remember back in the day when you could go to McDonald's with like $10 and you could walk out with 9 McChickens? Because it was back then a McChicken was like a McChicken was $1. But now like a McChicken is like $3.75, which is fucking bullshit. I'm not paying $3.75 for a McChicken. I'll buy a McCrispy instead.
It's like a decent selection of roasted fish, fruits, salads, and even low-calorie stuff like these noodles made of tofu. The pre-prepared foods are also quite decent, like fish with mushrooms and radish,
I low-key want to live in Japan, bro.
chicken gizzards with green onion, shrimp and squid with broccoli, boiled eggs. So the first key difference is convenience. Convenience doesn't always mean junk. The convenience store doesn't have many options of reasonably healthy things to eat.
That's true.
You might be able to get some nuts or a protein bar, but other than that, it's just
Dead ass,
chips.
bro. Like, what are y'all's convenience store orders? What do y'all get when you're at a convenience store? Because if you look at half of these shits, who's going to drink the double gulp cup Slurpee, bro? Unless you're like 4. Unless you're like I have a sweet tooth, but I'm not eating that shit, bro. Jay, to me, like every time you get the Slurpee every time you're at a convenience store. Jade is actually Japanese, y'all. Mix the blue raspberry and the cherry. Okay, that's game. That's ball knowledge right there. That's fire. That's fire. I get a baby bottle cup, Twizzlers, and a Calypso. Calypso is game, but like Twizzlers is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And now that I think about it, when we did the fast food tier list, you were one of the niggas that was telling us to put White Castle in S. You might be on the verge of catching a timeout, my nigga. I'm not gonna lie.
However, the average American convenience store doesn't have many options of reasonably healthy things to eat. You might be able to get some nuts or a protein bar, but other than that, it's...
Dude, I don't be trusting these bitches though. I walked in one time and I watched, I think it was like a Hick family or something, literally grabbing the dogs off there by hand and like inspecting them. And ever since I saw that, I'm like, I don't trust these. I have tried the taquitos, especially if I see them put them out and shit. So I'm like, the taquitos are pretty fire. Those be the only things I be trusting. I seen a roach on one before. Yeah, nah, dead ass. These dogs be under like studio lighting, right? The lighting on here is designed to make this food look good and fresh even when it isn't. So it's like you can end up with a quality issue where these things are on here for like a couple hours and they've just been cooking, like they've been cooking all day.
So yeah, of course, super health conscious Japanese people.
Oh, I want to try the onigiri triangle shit.
Only if I'm too busy and I have no time to cook.
The thing is that the overall standard for food in Japan is much higher in general. So even the convenience stores have reasonably...
Stop being pussy and eat the dog. Nigga, I'm not eating the fucking glizzy, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm not throwing the glizzy.
Convenience stores, meaning Japan has almost 10 times as many convenience stores per square kilometer than America, which is great.
Oh my god, and it's a vibe too.
As many convenience stores.
It's like a vibe. Worst truck ever? Nigga, this truck is fire. This shit looks more unique than a fucking... Then that, y'all know them 20-inch lifted trucks that short Hispanics drive. It's always like whenever I see a 20-inch lifted like Ford pickup truck, I always know it's like a 5'4" It's like a 5'4" Hispanic man in there. There's no issue with that, but it's always the same archetype of nigga. Full truck bed space, half the size of a lifted truck. Exactly, bro. I don't like lifted trucks, bro. Everyone in a lifted truck has always been an asshole to me, man. I don't know what it is. Dude, the way this like city block is set up is so tough. Like the way the street is just so clean and like organized is so tough. There's never been a more reliable way to tell how small a man's dick is than the ownership of a lifted truck. Oh, that's so valid. That's so valid. Geki, the way they're existing as Japanese people is so friggin' tough. This shit not like the West, bro. Exactly, bro. God forbid a dude has a small dick. Not me, though. Hey,
than America, which is great because from what I've seen, Japanese people, or at least Tokyo people, are extremely busy. Dude. Japanese people in general sleep way less than America.
Oh my God, wait. Singapore sleeps the least. Wait, this is funny because Singapore is also a really beautiful place. Singapore is like considered one of the most beautiful places on earth. And they have like virtually zero crime rate. Funny enough, the Singaporean crime rate is insanely low. Look at Oda's sleep schedule. Oh my God, that makes so much sense. But like, I guess it's like, there's a correlation to how much sleep you have and how much of a goat you are.
Yet they're still much thinner. So yeah, there are healthy restaurants and supermarkets in the US.
We believe in real food. Whole Foods Market.
Oh my God, now that I even think about it, now that I've been looking at Japanese people this whole video, this is like what your average American looks like. This woman is like obese. Is that crazy to say? I mean, not like, no, I'm not saying she's obese, but I'm like, now that I'm looking at a Whole Foods ad and I'm like, this is like an average American, I can see what they're talking about.
But when it comes to cheap, quick, and convenient
God
food,
damn, look at this grim ass fucking color palette. Looking at this shot makes me depressed. Oh my God.
It's often very unhealthy.
meal deal, only at 7-Eleven.
In Japan, for lunch, I have the option to buy some fried junk or go to McDonald's for lunch, but it's often just as easy to say walk into Matsuya and get something like a bowl of rice with some stewed beef, a half boiled egg, some
that's
kimchi,
what I
and
want.
a bowl of miso soup with plenty of pickled ginger, of course.
Dead ass. It's like I don't, because it's like, what's it called, right? I'm 22. I've been living on my own for 2 years now. Eating out gets old after a good amount of time. Holy shit, 22, start a family. Okay, mods, send that nigga to the shadow realm for 6 billion seconds, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Get his ass out of here, bro. Just turned 22, but look 35. Nigga, I don't look 35, y'all. Japan is a country heavily set in tradition, which means a lot of racism, but it also means pretty good quality traditional food for a decent price. That's it. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like there's positives and negatives for like literally everything. Like the closest country you'll get to probably being perfect is like the Scandinavian countries or like Sweden. And even then, I've heard they have their issues.
Even if you're getting some actual sweets here, they're just not as sweet as Americans.
If you go to any one of these cake places around here, an American would be like, wow, why is it not sweet enough? Whereas a Japanese person would go to America and go, why is it so sweet?
When I first got to Japan, I thought most things weren't sweet enough. Now, after living in Japan for more than a decade, when I visit America, most things taste way too sweet. According to 2021 statistics, the average Japanese person eats half the sugar of Americans. Americans eat 33.7 kilograms of sugar per year, but Japanese people only eat 17.7 kilograms. The thing with sugar is that the reason people eat too much sugar is that they want a lot of sugar because they eat too much sugar. This 2016 study found that after just 2 months of people doing a low sugar diet, cutting their simple sugar intake by 40%, they started to rate sweet foods as significantly sweeter, as much as 40% sweeter than before.
That's exactly what happened to me. At first, Japanese sweets didn't taste sweet enough, then I got used to it, and now they taste plenty sweet.
So I think the Japanese just eat less sweet, less caloric things.
Was searching about the food portions in Japan, just went down a rabbit hole and learned about butt chug. What the Normally I wouldn't ask more questions, but please explain.
The soda cups are just smaller here in Japan.
This is a large cup at McDonald's in Japan.
Yep.
This is an American small.
God
The American small is actually slightly larger than the Japanese large. And of course, the American large is about twice as big as the Japanese large.
When we were flying to Kenya originally, we went through Qatar Airways, right? So we actually ended up being in Doha, Qatar for a layover, right? And something that my mom did was we actually went to the Burger King because, funny enough, they still had the option for supersizing available at the Burger King. Supersizing is illegal in the US because of the obesity rates that it caused originally. We ended up getting a supersized meal. That shit was fucking massive. I'm talking about a Whopper this big, bro. The Whopper was bigger than my fucking head. It was like, you know that meme about that British guy who's like, hi, can I get a Whopper the size of my fucking head, please? It was literally the size of my fucking head, bro. I crushed all of it too. I crushed that whole ass Whopper. Arthur, do a butt chugging stream.
It says nomikiri saizu, meaning a size you can finish. And these half-size drinks are in most of the vending machines.
Dude.
Hey, why'd you get this small one?
I think this size is too much for me, so I can finish this.
But this one's only 10 yen more. You could have gotten like, this one's like twice as big.
It's too much, and I don't want to waste
10
it.
cents
like
more? You gotta take the deal.
Giant drink.
You gotta take the deal.
You don't want to get like as much drink for your money.
No.
No one in Japan drinks a big gulp. You can't even get it anywhere.
Now that's what I call
the big gulp.
I couldn't find any big gulps in Tokyo, but I could find these tiny cans of soda.
An Asmongold clip in the... Okay.
Who drinks this shit?
What if you go to?
You know what's crazy about Asmongold? Asmongold hates drinking water, right? I hate Asmongold. Fuck Asmongold. Asmongold hates drinking water because it allows him to taste all the bacteria that's in his mouth. That's why he prefers drinking sour and like acidic foods. Like I remember watching a video of this nigga try fruits. The nigga ate like every fruit. He didn't like any of the fruits but the lemon, and it's because the lemon masked like the taste of his fucking mouth.
Who drinks this shit?
What if you go to a restaurant in Japan? What percentage of the people would you say are drinking soda?
I think less than 10%.
Only water and tea.
Are y'all water
I think so.
or soda people at restaurants? Now me, I'm a water nigga at restaurants, but occasionally I will break out a Sprite. You might catch me with a Sprite. You might catch me with like a little pink lemonade, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Like a little pink lemonade, you might catch me there. Sparkling water, depends. Yeah, exactly. I'm a depends ass guy. Niggas who get like Coke at a restaurant every time be interesting individuals. I don't know. Like start me off with a Coke is crazy. You're about to engage in like an adventure for your palate. You're about to start that adventure off with a Coke. I don't know. I don't drink Coke, bro. Ever since I watched a nigga clear off his car battery with Coke, I've been skeptical. Not gonna lie, I'll do a Mexican Coke. What's a Mexican Coke? What the fuck is that? Oh, the glass bottles? Dude, sodas in glass bottles are just way better. I don't blame you if it's a Mexican Coke. You know why the glass bottle ones taste way better? I figured this out, I think the other day. The glass Cokes actually use real cane sugar, bro. They're made with cane sugar instead of artificial sweeteners. I thought I was psychotic for not understanding why the glass bottles always tasted better than the canned sodas. Glass Coke is better than regular Coke. Root beer is the only dark soda I drink, and it's only because root beer floats. Did you guys know root beer was originally more popular than Coke? Back in like the 70s, Coke became the #1 drink in the States because they used to put cocaine in the actual Coke. They used to spike it with Coke. That's why it became more popular than root beer. And then root beer's just never recovered, bro. It's just people are used to Coke now.
The average person here drinks 30 liters of soda a year, but the average American drinks 5 times that much, 154 liters per year.
So for example, with this vending machine, if you didn't want anything sweet, 5 different types of unsweetened tea, you can get water, and then there's black coffee.
By the way, these vending machines
I'm a tea
are everywhere.
person too.
Japan has the most vending machines per person on the planet, around 4 million, or 1 for every 30 people. Next is key number 3.
And I hear that these Jade, is the vending machine panties thing true? I remember hearing about this. You could buy used panties from Japanese vending machines. Deadass it is. I've seen someone buy one. Oh my god, can you pick the stink? Can you pick the musk? Hold on, it's real. Let me paint a picture for you, right? You're the average salaryman in Japan. You on your walk home after an 80-hour work week on a Friday. Your wife's neglecting you a little bit. You got 2 kids at home, so you're always busy with them, and if not them, it's work. You're walking down the street, it's dark, you in your suit, your tie's untied, you're winding down. You pass by, you buy yourself a quick little pair of Venusian green used panties for about 1,200 yen. You take a couple sniffs, you like lean against the vending machine for a second, take one more sniff, get up, continue your walk home. That's who this product is built for. This is for the salaryman after a rough week. Your wife neglecting you too, you just need to smell a little yeast, you know what I'm saying? A little pH takes the edge off, you know what I'm saying? This is my goat, y'all. Am I y'all's goat? Let's go. Arthur wants diseased women. I didn't say it. Hey, no. I'm just imagining who this product is built for. Dude, how used are they though? If they allow you to, dude, hold on. This might be a good business investment. Because if they allow you to pick how used you are, you can get a different, like a variety of clientele and customer. You know what I'm saying? His head was swaying side to side as he was describing it. Also in America, it's true, you don't have as many pedestrian areas compared to Europe. This is why I was looking at it, because like Sham NYC is like fat. Oh, I'm about to throw straight at Sham NYC. New York is a very walkable city to the point where you don't even really need a car in New York. So it's like there's not a lot of fat people in New York, right? The fat people in New York are the niggas that be eating. That be your fat niggas that know where all the good food is at, aka Sham NYC. That nigga knows where all the good food is at. That be your ox, cause they be cooking all day, so you know they know the fire shit. That like 60-year-old Italian man who knows where the best pastrami spot in town is for some odd reason, and he'll give you a couple really niche options. Like he really knows ball. He's like that nigga that really knows ball. You got your occasional like tortas. Torta heaven is crazy. New York is a walkable city. No, nigga, it's not. No, but like, dude, I feel like you could live in New York without a car. Jade, have you ever bought anything from the used panty vending machine? Chat, like, what's your pick here? Deadass. I'm not really a used panty type of guy, but like, I gotta go far right. I gotta go the low cuts, bro. You think the machine delivers? Could you imagine it was a scam? They got anime girl panties on here? Oh, hell no. Do you think he'll talk about the panty machine?
Is key number 3, school lunch. The Japanese approach to feeding their school kids is completely different from America.
Do the teachers even eat this stuff?
No, they don't eat school lunch.
They don't touch it.
So I'm half American. Well, I went to elementary school in both Japan
2D
and
over
the United
3D?
States. In the United States,
That's a
food was just junk food. We
That's
had
a valid
tater tots, we had sloppy joes.
That's not
like
valid.
everything bad for you. chocolate milk.
In middle school, we would get chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk for
Yeah.
what?
Dude, what y'all know about the chocolate milks, bro? Dude, I have a theory, right? Y'all notice the way like everyone is tall in the States, bro? They say like 5'6" is like the average. I don't run into a lot of like 5'6" people, right? The niggas that ate the school lunch are the niggas that got tall as shit, bro. That's what it is, bro. This is my theory, right? Because think about it. Everyone who's short packed at home lunch, bro. Everyone who's short had, or shorter, not even short or average height. Everyone who's average height had at home lunch. There were the niggas coming at home, there were the niggas coming from home with a nice ass lunch, bro. Nigga, I'm 6'3", I was crushing them spicy chicken sandwiches, bro. Damn, this is true, exactly. Jade is like 5'7", right? My nigga Jade always had at home lunch. I mean, his parents are Asian too, but like, if Jade had at school lunch, this nigga might be taller, bro. I ate at home lunch and Arthur knew I was vertically challenged. Bro, exactly. It's the school lunch, bro. Every nigga that ate the school lunch is tall. That, I'm telling you, bro. It's the growth hormone in the school lunch. I've been saying this shit for years. No one has ever debunked me. I've never ran into a nigga that's tall that only ate at home lunch. And the at home lunch they ate was probably like the Tyson shit with the growth hormone as well. It's the fucking growth hormone. That's why we're all tall here, bro. I'm 6'3", that's crazy, son. Exactly. The niggas that ate the at school lunch are tall, bro. You ever run into people who it makes no sense for them to be tall? Like, it makes no sense for them to be tall. Your dad is like 5'6", your mom is 5'3". How are you 6'3"? You know what I'm saying? Arthur, you're an experiment, gang. I did eat a lot of school lunch, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's probably why I'm 6'3", bro. The crazy thing is, bro, I homeschooled after my first year in high school. I didn't reach max potential on the school lunch, bro. If my mom left us here and we like stayed and ate school lunch for like 3 more years, chances are I'd be like 6'5", 6'6" right now. Government was making super soldiers. Oh my, they're preparing us for the draft. I've never heard that angle of the theory. They started putting chemicals in the school lunch after 9/11. That's why everyone before us was weak and short. Yo, God, that's why everyone's parents are like 6 foot and lower.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk for
Yeah.
what?
Just like, if you want chocolate milk, go ahead.
Served for lunch at a high school.
Students in Woodbridge, New Jersey say the food is inedible.
Some high school students who are so sick of their school food, they've started a protest movement against it. In 1970, the law changed. Schools could now turn to private, for-profit companies to feed their students.
In American schools, it's common to have plenty of processed foods on the menu.
Nigga, what the fuck
Feed their
was that?
students.
In American schools, it's common.
What the fuck is this? Slices of cheese? No, dude, this is... Wait. Nigga, there's no sauce on this. There's no sauce. It's literally just noodles and slices of cheese. Nah, this has to be criminal. This has to be criminal. Yo! This ain't even a struggle meal. Dude, dog, what the fuck? Nigga, this is evil, bro. No way they looked at this shit and was like, hey, we're serving this. That's criminal. Yeah, dead ass, that's criminal shit, bro. No way, I'm stunned. I'm dead ass stunned. What the fuck? They weren't even frugal with the cheese. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slices, bro. Kraft slices on a noodle. Nigga, I'm not gonna lie, some of these scoops with where this is positioned, some of these, you might be that nigga at lunch that doesn't even get part of the cheese. Could you imagine getting dried noodles? I know one of them kids just got bare noodle. Exactly. This is worse than prison food, deadass. I understand why some of these kids be acting up at school. If I got some shit like this too, I'd throw a fucking desk at the teacher.
But if we go over and take a look at Japan, school lunches are planned out by the school's designated nutritionist. And they are made from scratch every single day.
If you're in Japan, every meal is meant to be healthy. Vegetables.
Hold on. Is this W Eats chat? Chat, is this W Eats? What we got here? One wing is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. One wing is wild. Calm little meal. Exactly. This is more like a snack. But at the same time, too, hey, one wing might not be crazy over there. We're American. I think 3 wings, but like, I don't know. Not even a drum. One singular flat. Yo, when you say like that, one singular flat is crazy. They skimping on the flats, yo. I'm not gonna, can you even get seconds? Jade, can you get seconds on this shit? They better not be hoeing on the seconds, bro. No, I'm not gonna lie. I was the nigga that was asking other people for their leftovers at lunch, bro. I'm gonna need at least 3 flats, 2 drums. I'm a flats only type of nigga, bro. I'm not a drums nigga, bro. Unless we talking ice cream drums, nigga, I'm a flats only type of guy, bro. Dude, the flat is just so much cleaner, bro. And then your risk of getting a bad flat is like, your risk of getting a bad flat is way lower than your risk of getting a terrible drum. Drums overrated? I think drums are overrated. This shit would piss me off if it was a singular drum. This shit would piss me off way more. 50% of the time, a drum gonna floss my teeth with some tendon. Exactly. That's the worst part, dude. Arthur, you may have ADHD, bro. Dude, I have ADHD. I'm beyond cooked, bro. I'm cooked for the rest of my life. Drinking culture in the States is nothing compared to Europe. That is very true. Europe niggas start drinking at like 12, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I've known European niggas who were alcoholics at 16 and they've been drinking for years. These niggas are veterans, bro. I guess it's different because like back then in like Europe, like you didn't live past like 25, 30. So it's like, hey, 21 as a drinking age sounds crazy when you die at 25. But like, hey, they be drinking at like 12, 14 when in France and shit. They're cooked. In Ireland, you can drink at 10 with parental supervision. That is insane. Imagine giving your like 10-year-old child vodka. He's like, hey dad, what are you drinking? Oh, it's a little substance I like to call moonshine. Give him that shit. Bro's fucked up for the next 2 weeks.
Rice.
This is
fish,
WE to my opinion
meats,
though.
and a little bit of pickled vegetables. So that by the time, you know, that you're 16, 17, 18, you're not going to be fat. It's going to be very rare that you're going to see a child that's fat in Japan. I think that carries you your whole life. It sets your diet.
You got like
That's
a
true.
nutrition education that actually worked.
Yeah.
On God, my kid's gonna be sipping on LeBron. Oh, no, that's fire. Dead ass, I will make an exception for the LeBron Hennessy. Hold on.
Key is portion sizes. The portion sizes are...
This nigga got a tomato nader. Hey, I fuck with tomatoes on my sandwich, right? I'm not this is a crazy ass tomato. It's bigger than that fat ass piece of tomato. Oh my God. You a picky ass eater if you don't like tomatoes? I'm more so picky towards like tough textures and shit. Like if it's a tough ass piece of meat, that shit's gonna turn, that shit's a lady boner gone for me, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with tomatoes though. We got so many people who hate tomatoes in here. Y'all don't fuck with tomatoes? Oh, but dead ass though, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta get like a dry tomato. Me personally, I'd rather be shot. That's just me. I eat tomatoes on my burger. At the same time though, I eat ass. So it's like, but then I won't eat pizza crust. I won't eat pizza crust. And I think it's because it's like most pizza crust is tough. And I see it as a waste of time. So I think for me, it's like a texture thing. I hate chewing on shit mad OD. That shit pisses me off, bro. That shit makes me mad.
Generally just a little smaller wherever you go.
Normal size, like meal size in Australia is usually big.
Shut up, Arthur, you ass eater. My nigga. Why are you're my mod. Why the fuck are you coming at me like this, bro? You guys know. Y'all know I be in the trenches. Y'all know I'm a 99 overall when it comes to that activity. Y'all know I'm max prestige. Tomato slices are ass, but diced in something is fine. Yeah, diced tomatoes is game. Dude, diced tomatoes on a sandwich? Diced tomatoes on a sandwich? That is elite ball knowledge. I want Waffle House. I've never been, they don't have a Waffle House here. I've never been to Waffle House. It's actually on my bucket list to get into a fight at a Waffle House. Preferably the cook at the Waffle House. Preferably a cook at a Waffle House. I want him to beat my ass. I want him to lay my ass out in the parking lot just so I could say I fought at Waffle House. I could put it on a shirt. Not gonna lie, Arthur, you're gonna get shot. Bro, they don't need the gun though. The Waffle House employees got hands. That's like the first thing they make sure of when you apply there, is it not? Breakfast bowls be mad like skeptical though. I'm not gonna lie. I be removing, dude, a lot of these entrees have no reason to have cheese on them. It's dead ass greedy to have cheese on some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? If I go out and I'm getting some shit that I know looks like ludicrous, that's just mad OD, I make sure to take the cheese off because I'm like, that shit is not necessary.
To keep your stomach and your wallet full.
I'm full! America's biggest breakfast for only $9.99.
I think there's two big reasons why Japan doesn't take the American approach of giving you huge portions to make you feel like you got your money's worth.
That's because
First
the
off,
quality
don't do this in Japan. A big concept here is mottainai, or wasteful.
Elementary school,
oh,
middle
that's
school.
true. Yes.
If you cannot finish the meal, you don't have like lunch break.
So you just have to sit there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I remember some of my friends couldn't finish eating and then like crying and eating. The idea is came from like 못되나이. You cannot
That's a good morals too. You shouldn't be wasting food.
Plants and animals.
That's something that makes me
leaving food is
upset. America wastes so much food compared to the rest of the world. It's bad.
Bad.
It's kind of bad manners to leave unfinished food, and especially rice,
Can we all speak in anime girl tones?
scattered about on your plate. Next, it's not really a thing here to get a container to take leftovers home. You're expected to finish your meal at the restaurant. So, the average restaurant serves people reasonably sized, not too big portions that most people should be able to finish in one sitting.
If you move animated, that's gay. Oh, the hi. I'm such a baka. Like that shit. Hell no, we're not doing that. I cannot do that for a whole stream. Low-key niggas be wasteful. Exactly. Niggas be wasteful. That's the issue.
American diet, you'll get fat. In Japan, if you just eat what everyone else eats, then you get thin.
Yeah.
Do you think that's pretty accurate?
Yeah, I think it's accurate.
If there are some people.
Arthur did that for no reason. My fault. Arthur, you look like CG5? Who's CG5? Y'all are saying I look like this nigga? Nigga, I don't look like him. The only thing we have in common is we both look slightly autistic. Is that like, oh, I see.
So the fifth point is variety. People can eat big portions of junk if they want, but it's usually just as easy to get a variety of reasonably priced, relatively healthy food.
What I like about drinking culture in Japan is that even if you keep drinking at the izakaya or pub, you see so many menu, the healthy food on menu. If you go to America, fried chicken, fried potato, like French fried.
Most of the places to go to drink have decent food options. You can expect to get some really solid food that's actually quite healthy at a classic Japanese pub, an izakaya. There are about 7,500 izakayas in Japan, more than the total number of fast food burger chains like McDonald's or Burger King. Now, I'm not necessarily saying you should replace fast food with alcohol, but even if you're walking in somewhere planning to get drunk, there's all kinds of simple, healthy, and delicious dishes.
This should be
There's one other quick point I want to touch on.
This be the funnest type of eating too. The funnest type of eating is when you get like a bunch of variety shit and you have friends around you. You humans are all selfish creatures. You want to make me puke. Fuck. This nigga's in God mode.
Did you make this with vegetable oil?
Well, yes.
Thanks, but I gotta watch what I eat.
Lately, the word has been getting out about how bad vegetable oils or seed oils
are
for
seed oils.
health. It's kind of impressive how clever marketing got us to think that we need to crush and heavily refine thousands of seeds with a long industrial process to get the oil that we need to cook with to be healthy.
If you have acne issues, check if you're using seed oils. Try cutting the seed oils. Your shit, I guarantee you, will at least get a little bit better.
If you're ready to join the tens of thousands of people enjoying
Wait,
masa,
is that the end of the video?
Go to masachips.com/Joseph.
That's the end of the video. Oh my god, that was a fire video. I'm subscribing. I'm subscribing and liking that video. I'll check the Discord real quick. What the fuck? Where did you get this?
Now.
Y'all be having the weirdest fuck. How do y'all? This is from day 49, my nigga. How long have you had this? We are on day 60. 60 days in, by the way. We gonna hit that 100 soon. I'm not gonna lie.